In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on March 18, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Oklahoma City Thunder versus Miami Heat. It's an interconference battle on the parquet floor between a team near the bottom of their respective conference and one atop theirs in South Beach. The Oklahoma City Thunder are on the road as they travel to face the Miami Heat Friday night. Oklahoma City comes in off a 122-120 road loss to San Antonio in their previous contest Wednesday night. Miami comes in off a 105-98 home victory over Detroit Tuesday night in their most recent game. In the all-time regular season series between the teams, the Thunder own a 40-27 advantage, but the Heat have won the last 3 games in the series. That includes a 103-90 road victory in the first meeting this season on November 15, 2021. The Thunder are 23-8 against the spread in their last 31 road games, and 5-2-1 against the spread in their last 8 games playing on 1 day's rest. The Heat are 21-10 against the spread in their last 31 games playing on 2 days' rest, and 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 games overall. The over is 10-2-1 in Thunder last 13 overall. The under is 5-2 in Heat last 7 overall. The Thunder are 5-2 against the spread in the last 7 meetings in Miami, and 1-5 against the spread in the last 6 meetings. The Oklahoma City Thunder are in brutal form right now, and the Heat are healthy and head and shoulders the better team. The line makes sense, I guess. However, the Heat do have a habit of letting up in the second half and allowing lesser teams to hang around. Also, as bad as Oklahoma is, the Thunder are still a profitable 40-25-4 against the spread on the season, and 23-11 against the spread on the road. The Thunder are still missing a long list of players, and they could be without Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who is listed as questionable for this one, while the Heat are sweating on the availability of Jimmy Butler, PJ Tucker, and Caleb Martin, who are all questionable. I can't imagine anything but an easy win for the Heat if Gilgeous-Alexander isn't able to suit up. But if he plays, I think the Thunder can hang around long enough to get the cover in this spot. So Oklahoma City Thunder to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Oklahoma City has sputtered offensively, which has helped lead to the under hitting in 35 of their first 69 games, with 2 pushes on the year. The Thunder are 13th in the league in tempo with 98.6 possessions a night. Miami comes into this game having seen the over hit in 40 of their 70 games on the season entering this one, which was the 3rd highest over percentage, with Indiana in the league behind only Minnesota and Houston entering Tuesday. The Heat are 29th in the league in tempo this season as they average 95.7 possessions per game. We've seen the last 3 meetings between these teams end up under the total. Look for this one to wind up falling short of the mark as well, so under the projected total is our full game total pick. Indiana Pacers versus Houston Rockets. Indiana heads to Houston for a battle between playoff non-hopefuls on Friday night. The Pacers come into play with a 23-47 record, and they have lost 5 of their last 6 games. The Rockets are 17-52 on the season and have lost 3 in a row heading into Friday's game. This will be the second and final meeting of the season between these 2 teams, with Indiana taking the first game at home by a score of 118-106. Looking at the betting trends, the Pacers are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team below .400, and 37-16 against the spread in their last 53 games following a double-digit loss at home. The Rockets are 11-30 against the spread in their last 41 games as an underdog, 21-51 against the spread in their last 72 home games, and 11-28 against the spread in their last 39 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 9-3 in the last 12 meetings overall, and the Pacers are 4-0 against the spread in the last 4 meetings overall. The Pacers have been in poor form, and they are going to be severely shorthanded again, with Goga Bitadze and Chris Duarte both listed as questionable for this one, while the Rockets will likely be without Eric Gordon, who is questionable with an illness. While neither of these teams is going to be mistaken for a playoff contender, Indiana is moving in the right direction, while Houston seems to be getting worse as the season goes on. The infusion of young talent has jump-started of the Pacers' offensive attack as they've beaten their season average by more than 7 ppg since the trade. The Rockets have struggled to cover spreads all season long, with the trend magnified at home where they've gone just 12-21 against the spread. Indiana's offense will flourish against the weakest team in the league, while their suspect defensive skills will be less of a liability against a Houston offense that struggles to score points against anyone. So the Indiana Pacers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Indiana has seen the under hit in 30 of their 70 games, with one push. In regard to the total this season going into this game, the Pacers are 18th in the league in tempo as they average 97.9 possessions per contest. Indiana has seen the over go 11-4 in their last 15 games. Houston comes into this contest having seen the over hit in 39 of 69 games, with one push. This season, they have recorded 4 overs in their last 5 games heading into this one. The Rockets are mediocre offensively despite playing at the league's fastest tempo at 100.8 possessions per contest. Indiana's offense isn't terrible to begin with and has been scoring well over the past 6 weeks, and they get their best possible matchup against the weakest defense in the NBA. Houston plays at a blazing pace, ranked second in the league, and the extra chances acquired will have maximum value against these underwhelming defensive teams. Look for the Indiana offense to take full advantage of the fact that Houston allows opponents to shoot better than 48.4% from the floor while this one hits the over easily. We have 2 of the bottom 5 defensive teams in the NBA facing off in this matchup, which always bodes well for fans of high-scoring games. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. New Orleans Pelicans versus San Antonio Spurs. The New Orleans Pelicans take on the San Antonio Spurs in a divisional battle on Thursday night. The Pelicans were pummeled by the Suns in their previous action. The Spurs tallied a home win against the Thunder on Wednesday. San Antonio leads the season series 2-0. The Pelicans are 8-2 against the spread in their last 10 road games, and 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. The Spurs are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 home games, and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The over is 5-1 in Pelicans' last 6 overall. The under is 4-1 in Spurs' last 5 overall. The Pelicans are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in San Antonio, and 0-7 against the spread in the last 7 meetings. San Antonio has a great deal of incentive to pick up a victory on Friday, as the Spurs trail the 10th-place New Orleans Pelicans in the Western Conference by only 1.5 games, and only the first 10 reach the postseason. San Antonio has covered the spread in each of its last 7 head-to-head against New Orleans. The Pelicans have failed to cover the spread in 5 of their last 6 and in 4 out of the last 5 when playing against a team from the Southwest Division. The Pelicans will be playing without their second leading scorer, Brandon Ingram, who averages 23 points per game but is sidelined with a hamstring injury. New Orleans has played the entire season thus far without Zion Williamson. Right when it looked like the New Orleans Pelicans figured things out and were going to make a run, they dropped 5 of their last 6 and struggled to get stops defensively. The San Antonio Spurs aren't lighting the world on fire either, but at least they're at home here, and they do win in the favorite role by an average of 8 points, so the San Antonio Spurs to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The total has finished over in each of New Orleans' last 3 and in 5 out of the Pelicans' last 6. The total has also finished over in each of San Antonio's last 2. The Spurs are 25th in the NBA in points allowed at 114 points per game and are allowing opponents to shoot 47% overall. New Orleans is not that much better on defense, allowing an average of 110 points per game and 46.7% shooting. The Pelicans are producing, recording at least 115 points in 3 consecutive games, including a stellar 120-point effort against the Hornets. The Spurs have allowed at least 119 points in 3 consecutive games. In addition, the Spurs are having no issues solving the Pelicans, scoring 112 and 124 points respectively in the 2 meetings this season. Also, the Spurs continue to play at a fast pace, ranking 5th in the NBA in tempo. The over is 5-1 in the Pelicans' last 6 games overall. This one will be a shootout, so over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.